Get a hug from Rich. That's quite a hug. Thank you, Rich, for those kind words. It's an honor to share the stage with you this morning. I also want to thank Ambassador Holmes and the American-Turkish Council for inviting me to speak at this outstanding conference. I'm quite impressed by the conference program and the many distinguished guests it's attracted. I think it speaks to the critical role of the Council and the conference play in bringing together our two great nations. We at Raytheon certainly support the Council's mission of enhancing the promotion of U.S. Turkish commercial, defense, technology, and cultural relations. In fact, we've been building relationships with and in Turkey for some 40 years. What I'd like to talk about this morning is how these relationships have grown, strengthened, and deepened, and how they contribute to even better ties between the U.S. and Turkey. Of course, we all know the history of the American-Turkish relationship, a history of political, economic, and defense cooperation, going back to the establishment of the Turkish Republic. Turkey's critical role in the NATO alliance, with our troops serving together from Korea to Kosovo to Afghanistan and bringing victory in the Cold War. Turkey is a key player in the alliance, and it doesn't always get enough credit for this, with it being among the largest force contributors and strongest supporters. Turkey is strategic and an enduring ally. But we share much more. We share common values, goals that characterize vibrant nations. And over time, we've gotten to know each other better. These similarities have resulted in a relationship that now is increasingly bilateral and multifaceted. What was once largely a defense and security relationship has now blossomed into something larger. To paraphrase this conference theme, it's become a model partnership with many new areas of cooperation. All you have to do is look at this week's agenda, with sessions on cooperation related to ag business, food industries, banking and finance, infrastructure, pharmaceuticals, and trade. The real relationship is, how do we truly strengthen this as we go forward? How do we educate sectors on both sides of the benefits of this relationship? Our governments have started the process, with both President Obama and Prime Minister Erdogan expressing the importance of strengthening ties. The Prime Minister, for one, has stated the objective of establishing close and intensive links between the Turkish and American peoples, scholars, and businessmen. But we have much work to do on our side to educate. Why is this relationship of value? I'm an engineer by training who's been taught to learn by doing. So at Raytheon, we've learned the value of strengthened U.S. Turkish ties firsthand. In many ways, the growth in and maturing of our relationship parallels those of our governments. As I mentioned, the history of Raytheon and its legacy companies in Turkey goes back at least 40 years, initially providing defense and security capabilities to the Turkish government. We're celebrating our 90th anniversary this year, and next year is the 90th anniversary of the Turkish Republic. And for nearly half that time, we've had the honor of partnering with Turkey to meet its security needs by providing some of the world's best command and control systems, battlefield radars, air defense systems, and as a trusted partner to the Turkish land forces, the Turkish Air Force, and the Turkish Navy. We're proud of our part in supporting the guiding principle of Turkey's founder, Ataturk, peace at home, peace in the world. Through our experience in Turkey, I've been fortunate to have made many visits there. We soon saw that Turkey's aerospace industry has achieved world-class status, with very sophisticated companies, technical expertise, and a highly educated workforce. And with one of the world's fastest growing economies, Turkey is thriving. We also saw, as others who engaged in Turkey have seen, that the country is not where East and West divide, but where they come together. It's the crossroads. Raytheon needed a supply base in the region, so we reached out, without even a contract award, to engage Turkish industry to produce critical components for some of our most sophisticated programs. So today, in addition to selling supporting defense systems to the Turkish government, we've moved into a new era of creating strategic partnerships with Turkish industry. Through co-development, co-production, and industrial participation, we're building long-term relationships with great partners like Aselsan, Rocketstan, Havelstan, ISAS, and Pagetel, just to name a few. We look forward to seeing this list continue and to grow. Most of our partnerships support Raytheon's Patriot missile air defense system, which really needs no introduction, but it is the world's most advanced system to defeat long-range air and missile threats. Turkish industry is producing key components of this system, and to illustrate the faith we have in Turkish suppliers, they represent our first major transatlantic partnership selected to support and co-develop this Patriot work. Let me tell you about two of our Turkish partners who are supporting our Global Patriot program, with exports to the United Arab Emirates, Taiwan, and Kuwait. Rocketstan is in Ankara. It's doing outstanding work producing the Patriot GEM-T missile control section assemblies. These are what guide the missile to its target. Also in Ankara is Ansasel, excuse me. They're producing the key Patriot end item, a newly designed mobile antenna mast group, which is an integral element of Patriot's communications command and control system. We couldn't be happier with the results. We announced an agreement with Rocketstan in 2009, and we're already completed the first successful flight test of that missile using Turkish components. So we've worked directly with Turkish industry, and I can report that they're great partners. Let me repeat that. I can report that they are great partners. They are world-class. They are among our top suppliers, and they're already been recognized for Raytheon's top supplier awards. Success breeds success. And this experience has caused us to look for Turkish partners to provide additional expertise in the area of long-range logistics support. Raytheon has a vast and growing international customer base, and given Turkey's ideal geographic location, we will be better able to support the defense needs of our customers in both Europe and the Middle East. As you can tell, we're excited to be at the forefront of growing connections with Turkish industry. By committing to long-term relationships, we can together address the multi-billion-dollar high-technical global market together. Strengthening the U.S. Turkey trading relationship and our military, industrial, and commercial relationships are especially important in my industry, aerospace and defense. We become advocates in promoting a strong and viable Turkish defense industry, including company-to-company relationships, co-development of technology, and joint investments where they make sense to both parties. This kind of cooperation is the springboard for many good things to come. Industrial participation and development in Turkey increases exports, and it increases people-to-people exchanges. Partnerships like this promote and support a strong, viable Turkish defense industry and promote jobs in both nations and economies. But what I think is most important is how these growing ties foster competition. Why is it important? Well, governments don't always see eye to eye. In our democracies, officials can come and go. But when you have economic ties, true and lasting ties between people, businesses, and industries, both sides can see and understand the nature of competition and the marketplace. Competition and our customers always require us to be better. Competition pushes us to always improve. In my opinion, Turkish industry understands competition. Turkish industry knows how to excel, and we've been delighted. My hope is that we can continue to do more between Raytheon and Turkish industry and do more between Raytheon and the Turkish government. For instance, if Turkey acquires Patriot as its long-range missile defense system, Turkish industry will produce a large part of the Patriot system in Turkey. This will provide for the foundation for Turkey's self-sufficiency, access to global market share, and support and the support of additional many high-tech jobs and jobs both in the U.S. and Turkey. Added to that, Turkey will gain Patriot's combat-proven protection against ballistic missiles, aircraft, and cruise missiles. Patriot will also reinforce and augment Turkey's strong NATO ties and existing capabilities. So as I close, I'd like to read a quote from President Obama in his historic speech to the Turkish parliament. He said, "Because of the strength of our alliance and the endurance of our friendship, both America and Turkey are stronger and the world is more secure." I think that is very true. I would like to thank the Turkish nation and the people for giving Raytheon the opportunity to be a trusted partner in defense. We are also grateful for the support of the Turkish Armed Forces and the defense industry for all that they do to contribute to world peace and security. And the U.S. and Turkey as U.S. and Turkey move closer together, we are at a unique moment in history. Let us seize this opportunity to sow the seeds and put down even deeper roots to fully connect our people, our businesses, and our industries. Raytheon has enjoyed the initial fruits of the growing of our industrial relationship in Turkey, and as I start my 41st year with Raytheon, I and the entire Raytheon team are excited and are ready for the future, a future that promises to increase the defense and industrial partnerships between our two nations and within NATO, and as a result, we will both be stronger and the world will be more secure. Thank you for the chance to speak to you this morning. I hope you find success in strengthening your own relationships, and I wish you all a productive and enjoyable conference. Thank you very much.